Andrew Ryan.
Hello.
Lovely to have you here. This is Demon FM out backstage of Montfort Hall, and you've just been on stage at the preview show.
Yes, just come off stage there now, yeah.
How did you find it?
It was good, yeah. Just
A lot of people there.
Maybe
Beginning.
1,500, 2,000 or something, yeah.
That's quite a lot. So we had Alan Davis warming up the gig, and then he threw you on stage, and you were
Brought me on stage, and he says to me, do you want me to say anything to bring you on? I said, can you just say, please welcome onto the stage Andrew Ryan, because my first joke is about my accent. And then he said, please welcome, from Ireland. I went, no, that's supposed to be. But no, he didn't know. I didn't mind. The first joke worked anyway, so I think it did. I don't know, I can't remember.
So you rolled on with that. And
it's fine.
And so how are you finding, like, this is the preview show, so the festival, not quite started yet, it'll be starting in February.
February, yeah.
What have you got coming for us?
I've got 2 shows. I've got last year's show, which I took to the Edinburgh Festival, which is my favourite show I've ever done. Yeah. Called The Life of Ryan. I'm doing that on a Saturday night in the Crumbling Cookie on February the 7th.
So the first week?
Or the 8th. This is first Saturday. Yeah. And that's my favourite show I've ever done. And then on the Sunday, I'm doing an hour of the new show, which I've only written a bit of. And that's going to happen over the next 4 weeks. But it's work in progress.
So what does The Life of Ryan ring us?
The Life of Ryan is basically, I'm 32 years old and I live alone. So
is that it? Is that
it's basically it's just my life, basically. Like, you know, I don't really drink alcohol, and I just talk about that and all the things around that, and everyone around me's getting married, and I talk about that and money and you know, living in the UK and being away from home all the time. So I just talk about being 30 and just kind of, you know,
what's happening.
Yeah, what's happening at 30 when, you know, when your best friend is online FIFA. Do you know what I mean? So like, it's kind of like just about that, which is fine. Yeah. But I just kind of talk about, you know, that kind of stuff, really.
You're a very popular person online FIFA.
Yeah, it's very good. I'm pretty good at it. Yeah, so it's all right.
I'm terrible.
Right. You're not good at FIFA, no. You're probably busy working on the radio show. You probably don't have the time.
Yeah, I do have.
You don't get a lot of time off, do you?
1 day a week.
1 day a week, yeah.
6 days of sleep.
Yeah, 6 days of sleep. What did you study? What are you doing? Radio presenting?
So I do media.
You do media? I
do
media.
I do media. So you were Ryan, Andrew, was that? Call you Ryan.
Call you whatever you want, mate.
Are we friends enough for me to use your surname as a?
Not yet, but I'm only joking. Of course, call me whatever you want.
You can call me Plummer.
Call me Dave. Whatever you want to call me.
You can call me Steve. Dave was having a go at me for paying my extortionate uni fees.
Oh yeah.
For
how much do you pay? How much do you pay?
£9 grand a year.
Wow, you guys are getting robbed.
Yeah, we are.
You're getting robbed.
We are getting robbed.
£9 grand a year for a geography degree or something.
Media.
Or a history degree. You do media.
Yeah.
If you're doing history, just Google it.
Exactly.
It's already happened.
If you're doing media, just come backstage.
Yeah, if it's history, it's already there. First 5 pages will probably be Germany.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But, you know, I never went to uni. I went to Manchester Metropolitan Uni and I did 4 days and then I left. I only tried to get the ID.
So I suppose you didn't come into comedy for a while after that, did you?
No, 26 was when I started.
And what caused you to, what sort of inspired you to?
Well, I worked in a bank. I was so when I was 19, I was a private investigator. So I was a private investigator in Ireland, and then I quit that, and then I came over to England, and I got a job in a bank, and then I worked my way up to be a manager, like doing HR. I used to sack people, and hire and fire. I loved that.
That's quite fun, isn't it?
Yeah, but when people deserve to be sacked, there's no better pleasure than that. But then there's people that don't deserve to be sacked, but you have to just follow out. When
you sack people, do you the angry type? Are you like, do you bring him in and scare him?
No, you flip it. It's all about like, and why did you steal the money? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, what could you have done differently? And he'd be like, oh, I just shouldn't have stolen the money. You're like, that's why you're getting sacked.
That's the guilt trip.
What you do is you get them to admit the guilt. Yeah. You phrase it like so. Then I did that, and then I got made redundant when the bank went bust.
Did you get fired?
No, I got made redundant. Moved apartment to the Dole. And then I owed about 4 or 5 grand in debt from going out drinking. Over a couple of years. I used to just go to the weekends and get pissed, and then they gave me enough money to pay all that off, and then I started doing stand-up open spots, and then I got a job working with young people in secure units who had like mental health problems and stuff, because I did forensic psychology, the diploma, and I always wanted to work with young people, and after working in a bank I kind of felt I wanted to give something back after I'd taken away. So you know what I mean, like the bank wasn't a brilliant environment at times, but so then I did that, and then after about 2 years I could, because I had no kids, no debt, no outgoings really, I could just earn enough to go full-time at comedy. Well, full-time or professional, whatever way you want to call it.
Which is quite rare, really.
Yeah, so after 2 years, and then I'm 6.5 years in now, and it's never been better, really. Absolutely. Like, I just went for it at 26. There's people starting out at like 18, 19, Kevin Bridges started when he was 16. He's only 28 and he's like 12 years in the game. I'm 32 and I'm 6.5 years in the game. So.
Yeah, but it's when you find it. It's when you find it right.
When you find it, it was right for me at the time, you know. But it's brilliant. I wouldn't change a second of it.
So you're going to be doing these? Did you say 5 nights for the Leicester?
Two nights. Saturday and Sunday.
For the Life of Ryan?
One night, Saturday night's Life of Ryan, and a Sunday night's the new show, Work in Progress.
Oh, I see. And
so it's an hour of just working through stuff.
Okay.
For Edinburgh this year. It's very cheap as well, like, because it's work in progress, so it's not like expensive, only a couple of quid.
And then you begin a tour after, throughout
the rest of the year. Then I'm going to be doing loads of other festivals around the country, and then
right up until July.
Yeah, and then Edinburgh for August for the whole month.
Ah, of course. Yeah.
So I do Edinburgh for a month, and then going to the Middle East then in March, Saudi Arabia, and all these places, do gigs there.
Yeah.
So I do that, and then fingers crossed, then I'll get over to Ireland a bit more and do more stuff over there, you know. So it's very busy. Between now and August, I'm pretty much booked up, you know.
Is the comedy culture in these quite similar to here?
It's basically Brits. It's expats. So you walk out and there's people from Leicester, there's people from Sheffield, there's people from Doncaster, there's people from Glasgow, you know. So you're just playing to people who went out there to have a new life, you know.
Yeah.
And who want the taste of something that they can, you know, relate to at home. So if you go on and start talking about like taking food out of a freezer at 1 in the morning to get your dinner ready for the next day, they know. We do that.
They're there.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Arabic people would be
quite so.
Yeah. If you're talking about going out in the lash and stuff like that, you're like, no, not us.
So what are you doing? You're going to go and enjoy the rest of the expo?
I'm going to go watch the rest of the show, and then we've got a party, which is great.
Well, I didn't get an invite.
Oh, because you're only working 1 day a week. It's full-time employees only.
Have you got a +1?
You can come if you want, I presume. You know, you're all welcome to the Belmont Hotel, just down the road. And there's a big bar there, and you can come in and you can get into more debt if you're, you know, students and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that's
I feel for students, man. Because I voted Lib Dems in the last election because they're very good for self-employed people. Yeah. Because they brought the tax threshold up from 7.5 grand to 10.5 grand. It's now going up to 12 grand, which is amazing for me. But then he just shafted you guys. That's terrible. Yeah. Well, I'm not a political man, but your manifesto says you're going to abolish student fees, and you bring it up. But
they can't take my shoes away from me, so that's what I'm holding on to.
No one can take those shoes away from you, mate.
No, they can't. They wouldn't want to either.
No, so I feel for you. I'm fighting for you.
Should we go enjoy the rest of the night?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just myself.
Do you want me to go, or
we can go
together? Are we going together?
Yeah, let's go together.
This is awkward, but this is fun. I like you. You're a nice guy. You've got a girlfriend.
I do, but would you like to be the boy part of that?
Thanks for listening to Demon FM. That's a big revelation there.
Andrew Ryan, we'll be chatting
later on.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye.